Oh, you know, Ryan, I think Senzo is having a spinach issue.
A spinach issue?
Roughage.
There's
All the
roughage.
shit. So I'm not going to talk that much shit because it's been coming out my eyes.
You've got foot and mouth disease.
No, I've got...
I'm putting 2 and 2 together. What a dickhead. So we're putting it together. Basically, Senzo tells me in the car, you know, I had a great stew yesterday, but it had spinach. It didn't quite work. And then I've noticed he disappeared for a while and he wasn't around the studio. So it just makes me, I'm putting them together. I don't know, should I let the man speak for himself? This is Working Title FC. Yes, it's another soccer podcast, just what you needed in your life. With me, there is a man, listen, a man going places. A man going places turns down, he gets asked by Gareth Cliff himself to host the show while Gareth Cliff is on leave. He chickens out. But don't worry, by the end of this month, this boy will be hosting the GCS show on Cliff Central. How the hell are you doing, Ryan?
I'm okay, thanks, new pilot. Thanks for exposing me like that. It's always good.
Well, Senzo, I mean, if Ryan thinks he's been exposed by me,
well,
how do you feel?
Wow.
You don't have to talk about it, but I mean,
Yeah,
like
I
spinach roughage
yeah,
is,
I mean,
is rough.
I had the opposite effect of Popeye. So, yeah,
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Paolo putting me on blast, but it's okay. It is what it is.
Listen, you know what? I just created the speculation. You confirmed it. You could have just said I was on the phone.
I could neither confirm nor deny that. I don't go into details.
Yeah.
But you put 2 and 2 together.
Could we say that I leaked it? Or did Senzo do all the leaking?
I don't know. Either way, it's a mess. Eh?
Oh, let's see if I make it through yet another podcast. Working
Paolo, you
Title
sound like
FC.
you're dying today.
I sound like I've been dying for 2 weeks, bro.
I just want to, because I mean, we took the 1 week because obviously it was the Queen's funeral, so we decided not to do a podcast.
Respect. Out of respect for it. We flew the flag at half-mast.
And then it was her actual funeral like a week later, which we also took off.
Well, that was internationals.
That was
So we
international.
decided, okay, we don't need to do an internationals.
Yeah.
We're already international, baby.
So-
Last week I lost my voice. I had
Yes.
no voice, so this is an improvement.
And,
Like-
Definitely.
and it's important you have a voice, Paolo.
Would it have been better if I didn't show up? Like, should I have just not shown up?
No, I think it's good you showed up because after the beating you guys got from Manchester City, I think it is important to just, take the responsibility. Just
Let's get into
handle
that.
it.
Straight off the bat. Senzo?
I just want to say,
Yes.
I think we all saw it coming. I think we can all agree on that, surely.
Senzo,
Water's wet, bro. Tell us something we don't know.
take the mic. Take the mic.
Tell us something we don't know.
Give us your thoughts on this game.
Listen, I wasn't expecting us to go there and win, but also the first half we showed lack of fight, but second half we pulled it back nicely. But also you can't play City at their own game, bro.
Shout out to Martial
Yeah, man.
for doing what he could. Eh?
Hey, man, a tennis score still a tennis score.
Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Confidence-wise, would you rather have taken a 3-0 or a 6-3?
6-3 goals.
You prefer goals because it shows we can create something, right?
I just felt bad for Martial because the thing is, you score these goals and it's like you can't even. It's not worth celebrating because you've just been hammered.
Listen, yeah, I'm going to invoke a rule here on the show for no one to feel bad for Martial. Like I never want to hear those words uttered ever again. We don't feel bad for Martial, but I get your point, Ryan.
Yes.
The thing, Senzo, did you find amongst United fans, like honest chat, right? Like there's the banter and there's the bullshit on WhatsApp, right? No one was shocked by that, okay? But at the same time, I think there's also an acceptance of like City would have done that first half at least to anybody. Okay, would they have got so many goals? I don't know. That's David De Gea. I mean, I think there's some questions to still address there, but I mean, City there's times you get hammered and you go, geez, we played like shit. But there's times where you just go, City are so far ahead of any team you're going to play.
Unbelievable.
And that's the thing, because they were already so far ahead of teams and they didn't have a 20-goal, a 30-goal a season striker. And now you add Thor to that mix. It's a mess. It's a mire.
Do you think, I mean, Shearer's coming out. I mean, they're doing projections at this rate. He's scoring 66 goals this season. Yeah. Shearer's saying this guy, if he stays in the Premier League, he's breaking my record. I mean, we knew he's going to score goals.
But not like this.
No.
And all sorts.
But did you see the stats of the quickest to 3 hat-tricks?
Yes.
In the
How
Premier
crazy
League?
is that?
Bro, the next guy after Haaland did it in 8.
Isn't he tied with Cristiano Ronaldo right now?
No. Ronaldo scored 3 hat-tricks in the Premier League in all time.
And
Like,
2 last season.
All his
So
year.
he's far ahead.
Oh, bro.
Way ahead.
The next guy is like Michael Owen. And that took him
After
52
games.
Yeah, 52 games.
Something like that.
That's
Something like that.
unbelievable.
It's not sustainable. He's not going to score like that forever.
Yeah, I know.
You'd think.
You hope not.
Like he flopped this week, only scored 2 goals in
Honestly.
the Champions League.
Yeah, flopped. Yeah.
Fraud. Fraud.
Fraud.
Well, fraud.
Can I just say,
Bro, 3 goals and 2 assists. And they're like, who's going to take the match ball? I'm like, well.
Yeah, no, well, but I also just want to say, full Foden. I mean,
He's brilliant.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also for his age and that crap haircut.
What is that, man?
Hey, bro, you do what you want when you're popping.
Jeez, but listen, Phil Foden, I don't want to cast aspersions. I mean, I've seen his family's always in trouble. His mother, I mean, I was saying this right. His mother got punched by someone. There was a video going around last year. They were behind the scenes at a concert or something, and his mother came. There was a bit of trouble, and some guy hit his mother, like in the face. Like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't publicized a lot. I mean, listen, Pep has got to keep a control on that. Let's just talk about he's got to keep a lid on that, because it does not look like Foden comes from the right side of the tracks, right? Let's put it that way. But anyway, he's playing football. He's doing well. So, yeah, I think it's consensus. They're going, United can, like, you lose. United have got, I mean, just record after record. I think we've conceded 4 more goals in our last 12 away games. It's if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to us. City were outstanding. United's problems now, I think at some point, it's not going to happen. De Gea, none of the goals were his fault, but you're a dude that ships goals now. You cannot be happy being a goalkeeper.
That's leaking.
You know what I mean? You know? We're talking about leaking. Leaking is going to be a running theme in the show. Ryan can barely contain himself. So we got to turn the spotlight on De Gea. Let's go to the next dude.
Oh, man.
McTominay.
Surely
that's
why
gonna be
is he
done
in the
for him.
starting 5?
No,
I mean,
because
why is he in the starting?
do you know what it was, Ryan? It was a thing of, okay, cool. After we got pasted 4 by Brentford, right?
Yes.
And then we played Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we won that game, right? After what they did to us last season. And then we won the next 3 after the Liverpool game. You don't change your winning formula, right?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but you're talking about a squad game, and you're talking about like a very different circumstance playing City.
That's true. Also,
Would you not rather want to put Fred in aside from McTominay?
I would have. No, McTominay gives you more, like he's just his, but I would have started Casemiro.
You know, asking, would you rather put Fred in over McTominay is saying, you're going to get a stomach bug. Do you want to vomit or shit? Uncontrollably.
I understand. But I'm just saying, I don't know how McTominay gets away with starting every single game.
Especially when you got someone. Okay, Casemiro.
Forget Casemiro. He's been hired to keep Cristiano Ronaldo entertained on the bench.
Look at this guy's fucking meme master here. Is Ryan Show Prep just reading memes?
Yeah, it is.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's not the case, and you both know it. You guys just read my Twitter page very eagerly.
Nah, I don't read your tweets.
No, he makes sure that if we don't read his tweets, he screen grabs and sends it
then
to us.
he forces them down your throat.
He makes them the fucking profile picture on the WhatsApp group to make sure we see it. So, yeah, listen, McTominay, there's 2 guys that are complicit in all these United maulings. And it is De Gea and it is McTominay. But, listen, it is what it is. Senzo, you and I are also talking about anything. We can't get through a show without Ryan did mention him earlier. At this point, I'm kind of like, Ryan, if you can get the man out of his misery, do it. We're speaking on the way over here. Ronaldo looks done, man.
He's finished.
He looks done.
Finished.
You know, and I watched him 2 games for Portugal as well. It's sad in a way. Like, I mean, God, like who am I to feel sorry for Ronaldo?
Do you know what it's like? It's like seeing. So it's like what happened to Torres when he went to Chelsea, and it's like watching a great boxer, like it's like watching Muhammad Ali towards the end of his prime.
Yeah. That Torres is a great one because you go, but you have everything. Why are you not doing it? So Ryan, you want him. Todd Bowley and the Chelsea Cowboys, the London Cowboys wants him.
London Cowboys.
Oh, just starting with the London Cowboys already.
If you haven't heard that story, Ryan, just give London Cowboys context. What does it mean?
I read. Now I don't know how true this is because there's so many football meme
Bollywood,
websites.
Bollywood.
But Todd Bowley wants to rename Chelsea the London Cowboys, which I hope he doesn't do that because we'll become the laughing stock of London.
You already are, but
oh man, I would love that shit. So, but anyway, before you get there, you're gonna get the Tom Brady of football. So Senzo and I are going like, Ronaldo's not the same. There's something wrong.
Especially
this is not a formation thing.
Especially watching yesterday's game when Rashford came on. I think Rashford was trying everything to get Ronaldo a goal.
Yeah.
Just to get him to that hurdle one. Also like to
like just kickstart.
Up the morale, right?
Yeah.
Just to kickstart.
Yeah.
So Ryan, you want him. You wouldn't mind having
Look, I
Ronaldo.
don't think it's worth the price tag that's going to be on his head, but that's what got Tuchel. Did we speak about that, by the way?
Yeah,
we did speak about that last.
Do you know what the thing is with Ronaldo? It's not even.
We did.
It's not even about the price tag. It's about the wages and what comes with it, and how much you're really gonna get out from.
But how much is he earning now? Like 350.
£400,000.
400,
which is a lot, bro.
No, that must be the third or.
He's probably second.
I know Haaland, I read, is earning 900 per week.
No, he's not. He's not. No one earns 900.
No, they say he's the leading, with all his bonuses included, with all the goals he's scoring. Man City is paying £900,000 a week.
Nah,
listen, I don't look at footballers' salaries because it's fugazi. It's not real money. Like
also exactly,
you can pay me. It's like going, we play 100 million billion. It's
have you seen PSG's wage bill? Like what Kylian Mbappe is on a week is diabolical.
No, it's
1.7 million euros a week.
It's unreal. So Ryan doesn't want Ronaldo at Chelsea.
I just don't think he would fit in.
No, I don't think he fits in anywhere. I don't think he fits in anywhere. And it's not an issue of pressing and all the rest of it because Haaland doesn't press.
No.
He doesn't press either. So that's just nonsense.
Goals.
This guy presses goals, hey? Hey?
He's clearly going through the trauma.
Well, it's a
I'm not going through the
prescripted
trauma.
response to Ronaldo not pressing.
I'm not going through the trauma. It's just, you see what he's doing. And for his career, he's at the best club and he's got the best manager. If he wants Ballon d'Or aspirations and stuff, he's under the right guy. And we know Pep. You can be as talented as you want. If you're not tactically disciplined and you don't fit into his plans, then yeah.
What do you guys make about the story of Haaland allegedly having a Real Madrid clause in his contract? You have got to be a fool to think that Haaland at 22 is going to stay his whole career at Manchester City.
Honestly.
He will move.
Yeah.
Same as Mbappe. Mbappe is not a PSG his whole career.
Because we all know that, United's pretty big.
Yep.
Right? But we know, after United, the only guys that really do scare us in the transfer window, Real Madrid. Most prestigious club ever.
Yep.
And especially, you Iberian guys, you Latin and Iberian guys, the dream is also to play for Madrid.
Well, Haaland is the furthest removed from Iberian as I think you can get. I think he's carved out of the glaciers of the Norwegian
fjord. Of Asgard. Son of Thor.
But I mean, Man City's also an oil-funded club, So they've kind of got the money to hold him on as long as they would need to.
Madrid pockets, bro.
That guy's career, look, the thing with Haaland is his career has been very stage managed. It's been very meticulous what they want to do. It was, break in Norway, you're going to go to Red Bull Salzburg because you're going to get this kind of development. From there, you're going to move to Borussia Dortmund, which do good things. It's been very plotted what he wants. He goes to City 5 years at this rate. The guy's going to put 4 or 5 Premier League titles, maybe 1 or 2 Champions Leagues in his pocket, maybe walks away with the Premier League goal scorer record.
Well,
I'm 27 years old. I can still go do the same in Spain.
Where
now I'm coming after Ronaldo's records. You know what I mean? So don't think that he's at Man City.
No, of
he's
course.
he's not a lifer. That's
He's
not
not a
happening.
lifer. What is he? He's not in prison. I like the tip used.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get into another hot topic of the week. Right.
Okay.
Listen, I've been speaking a lot of shit to Liverpool supporters all this week. That's why I'm glad I got you boys in here, just because I like to speak sense. We're not to speak soccer. Trent Alexander-Arnold, there is no defending his defending.
What did I tell you guys?
Fraud.
Revolving door. He's a revolving door. Listen, the game plan is simple against Liverpool. Boys, we attack. We go on the left flank. We go run straight at Alexander-Arnold.
You know, I get that, right? So we get this argument that lots of Liverpool supporters playing, well, you know what, we'll take it because what he gives us going forward is worth it. Klopp comes out, says a similar thing, and I buy it. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
100%, yes, the guy's a weapon. Put him there. That's fine. His mistakes, though, and even some of the things, like you see all these videos of they go, oh, look at his position. Men are walking around in the box and he kind of doesn't get in. That's fine. That's obviously an instruction. Okay, I can't believe anyone derelicts his duty like that. It's too many times he's told, don't get involved.
Exactly.
Wait for the break.
Exactly.
Okay?
Especially under a manager like Klopp.
Yeah. So I get that. When you are heading a ball, it doesn't matter. If you end up in a defensive position, your job is still to do the job first,
Absolutely.
right? So when you head a ball back into the middle of defense or the middle of the attack, into
With
the
no
middle of your
and there's no midfield, and you've got a 2-on-1 with you.
that's got nothing to do with your team tactics. Okay, that's got to do with sloppiness. When you secondly duck out of a ball, let it bounce, and Danny Welbeck, for all the things, Danny Welbeck is going to beast you in the air.
Terrorize you.
That's got nothing to do with your position.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Exactly.
So he gets away with it. Now, that's been spoken to death because I want to bring Ryan in here. Ryan, everyone's Trent this, doesn't even play for England. Let's kind of get to
doesn't
that.
make the English squad.
Such a big deal about Trent when you guys are sitting with Reece James of the prototype
Reece James
of what Trent should be.
and there's Kyle Walker, and there's
No.
Kyle Walker's good. There's,
He's good,
There's
but
Kieran
he-
Trippier.
Let's okay. I mean, I get your point. I understand the point. They are older,
Yes.
right? So Kyle Walker and Trippier are on different stages, whatever. I think if you're going to take a direct, going same age profile, Trent and Reece James.
Reece James all there.
I hear all week everyone, Trent this, and I look at Reece James going, he's doing both jobs phenomenally, Ryan.
It's, we had 1 week without him. He had a small injury, and
niggle.
we felt the difference because we lose the pace on the back end, but we also just don't have opportunity on the front end.
Exactly.
It's actually so noticeable. It's disgusting.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he does both because he's also playing that advanced position.
Absolutely.
He's also getting forward. But hey, when the guy needs to defend, he's a
there.
good defender first.
And he's there positionally, and you see Liverpool when they don't have the ball, and how they get pressed, especially on route one balls. It's the basics. You can't see what formation they defend in, and they're not compact when they're defending.
Yeah. Yeah, look, that's not going to be the way they play, right? And that's fine. I just find it so funny the whole week, everyone justifying Trent, where you go, guys, so this is a direct comparison of just stop having this conversation.
I had
Also, when does the Trent score?
in the he scored in the Champions League.
Yeah,
He scored in the
free.
Look, that's the thing with Trent, but it kind of goes, and Senzo and I were having this conversation earlier, is that Klopp can come out and defend Trent, and I think, okay, you're doing him a disservice. If that's the role you want him to play, push him a bit more forward, get a proper defender in the back there, or change it up.
sit there.
But Trent isn't disciplined to play midfield,
Trent can.
and Klopp knows this.
Do you know how? Also, I think if he plays midfield again, he'd get in Salah's way.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the system that Trent could play in is a 4-4-2.
Well, yeah, old school style.
Old school 4-4-2.
Like kind of, Liverpool fans will hate making the comparison, but kind of that way Beckham used to play.
Yes.
Of just that kind of just not to the line crosser, just off.
Yeah,
and you just swinging those balls across.
Because Beckham, he'll find you.
Yeah.
It's like, so I had somebody say, I had a Liverpool fan say, no, Trent is better than Beckham, better distributor. I said, go sleep, bro.
there's always going to be it's generational. They're probably as good as each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can take that whatever you want. But hey, listen, nice problem to have. We got fucking Diego Dallo.
But Della is improving though.
Yeah, he's improving off a very low base.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like when I was a kid, my first soccer trophy I won was most improved player, which meant so I was shit. You know what does most improved mean?
Don't worry, I also got one of those.
It's a nice way to dress up a participation.
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
It's double edged. Most improved player, Diego Dallo. Ryan,
I don't know. I was just struggling to watch Liverpool play this last week. I just don't know why they don't start Firmino these days.
Firmino is the guy.
He's literally been playing the greatest game of football within the last couple months.
And he involves other people in the game. But the thing is,
I put Firmino on fraud though.
Why doesn't
Wait, fraud watch or fraud alert?
No, it doesn't score enough.
Not that. It's that guy's been stealing a living for about 18 months. Suddenly he's got a threat to his position in Darwin Nunez.
No.
All of a sudden he's playing again. Fraud, guys. Fraud.
Also, Darwin Nunez just needs to calm the hell down.
Honestly, eh?
What's
He's so hectic.
he's got as many red cards as he's got goals. Listen.
No, can I tell you what? I respect an energetic player, but wow. Dude, calm down.
Honestly.
No one's that upset.
Let's get into Firmino first, right? Ryan, you're starting Firmino every day of the week.
I would. He's a playmaker. And he has been for the longest time.
And
he does score.
His football intelligence is off the radar.
Yeah,
What
really
was
is.
that one game? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? Even a month ago, where he had 6 assists in one game. I remember his points on FPL were crazy.
Yeah, it was the
9-0 pasting.
what are those guys, man?
Bournemouth.
I can't even remember. It's not even wasting my time remembering their name. At least they had Scott Parker
The
or
cherries.
interesting, right?
He popped his cherry.
He did. Right. Popped it right out. Yeah, I mean, I think he did everything. I think of the 9 goals, he was involved in 7, something stupid like that. So you play him every game. Let's talk about Darwin Nunez. Guys, last season, round about this time, the rumors about United looking at Darwin Nunez started popping up. And I was like, hell no. I watched this guy in Portugal. Yeah, he was doing well in the Champions League, whatever. I watched him in Portugal. Portugal is generous. You can score goals in Portugal. I looked at that guy and I went,
nah.
What? You are not Premier League ready. You're going to come to United, you're going to get slaughtered. So when Liverpool outbid for him, I'm like,
Did Liverpool outbid for him?
You've gone early on that, guys.
Because he put Virgil in a washing machine 2 games in a row. And Liverpool were convinced.
Man, I saw. Listen, he will still come good. Don't get me wrong. He's got
still
everything
raw.
there.
Still raw.
Very raw. He's got a good manager. But listen, are we signing raw at that price when he comes in?
Honestly,
he was supposed to be Haaland. He was supposed to be up there competing with Haaland.
70.
85 million.
85 million, man.
85 million
£1 double Haaland.
That's crazy. Yeah, but Haaland has a cheat price.
And Benfica see you coming. Benfica have one objective.
Sell this guy.
Fleece Premier League clubs.
Finesse them.
That is their only... They have it... clubs, so... Benfica's motto, I don't know if you've ever seen, it's written in Latin. E pluribus annum. You know what it means? Mm-hmm. Fleece Premier League clubs in Latin. That's
honestly, yeah.
You do not walk into Rui Costa's office, okay, and walk out with what you wanted to pay.
Honestly.
That is their business model. And they saw and they went, oh, for fuck's sake.
And they knew that
Liverpool.
And they knew Liverpool were coming because Sadio Mane just...
Yeah.
That was Leicester City when United came for the
Maguire.
What about Chelsea? You guys got finessed. you paid...
No, but Maguire's the biggest fraud.
But Maguire's at least an England international. Fofana.
Man.
No, Fofana.
Oh, you've forgotten it?
Yeah, no, we did get hustled.
Fofana is lucky if he gets in France's 3rd best side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump over. We know Darwin Nunez has many goals as headbutts and red cards. Okay. What do you think he ends the season with more?
Yellow cards.
More yellow cards and goals.
Oh, man. Because I've noticed as soon as he gets a yellow, they take him off.
You heard it here first.
I'm waiting for him to get into trouble with Klopp.
You think it's going to happen, eh?
Yeah, I bet. You know these guys.
Because Klopp doesn't fall... And to Ryan's point, Nunez is fiery, man.
He's got
guy's
young Luis Suarez.
I think Liverpool supporters so badly want him to be that. They want this Uruguayan. They just want him to be so bad. And it's just kind of not happening. Let's talk about passing the baton. Interesting game this weekend, right? Top of the table. Well, no, because Liverpool are below United.
They've got the best number 9s.
With how noisy they are, I think there's a real passing the baton game here. I think this game is going to be maybe one of the games of the season. Arsenal-Liverpool.
I think this is going to really gauge where Arsenal are at.
I'll tell you now, it's an Arsenal win.
You're taking that right?
It was an Arsenal win against United, and they...
No, I'm telling you now, it's an Arsenal win with Liverpool.
You think so?
Oh, dude. Have you been seeing Arsenal's attack lately?
That's why I'm saying, is there a passing of a baton moment here? Because Liverpool, listen, let's not say it.
Where's the game, Anfield or Emirates?
At Emirates.
Well.
There's a problem at Liverpool, right? Is it a big problem? Is it insurmountable? Can Klopp fix it?
Yes.
Probably yes. Okay, he's probably going to fix it and it's fine and we'll all have egg on our face. But at this point in time and knowing football like we have and seeing what we've done and the age profile of that squad and the next
how
guys,
they've been going at it, grinding.
It's a lot. And you know what? Klopp's been there 7 years, and I don't care how charismatic you are, you're in the same person for 7 years. It's going to get you. That's why Klopp changes so much. I mean, Guardiola. Yeah. That's why he moves. He moves people.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. He moves people out, right? But there is very much a sense, and I don't know, I feel not an affinity, but I watched the All or Nothing documentary with Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
To kind of get an insight. Arteta he's a bright coach.
Yes.
I said
you can see what he's trying to do.
Eh?
No, he's not a hot head.
I've seen a couple clips. I haven't seen the full
No,
thing.
he's a disciplinarian.
He's
in the locker room.
But he was the same as a player.
Exactly.
Very classy, very smooth.
That's why
fuck with me and you're going to get stomped on.
But that's why Wenger also he was Arsenal captain at the
Arsenal
stage.
captain. Arsenal captain. That was a big call, right?
Yeah.
So, I said at the time, and I'll always bring it up, that I said, Arteta is going to have a better career than Solskjaer, mark my words. I got laughed at, okay, because Arteta will fly. It's when Arteta was 17th last season, right? I think they lost to Brentford.
Yeah.
And I was saying, and Solskjaer was kind of had a good run, and we were on that unbeaten, hadn't lost away, and coming back. And I said, I'm telling you now, Arteta has a better career than Solskjaer.
But the thing is with Arteta,
I didn't think he'd have a career compared to Solskjaer.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Ollie.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
But the thing is, what you see with Arteta, he came in there with a plan. And
the process.
And you process, and you have to trust it.
Yeah.
When you get rid of Aubameyang, you're like, okay, this is a statement of intent. And that's the core foundation.
Cojones. Those are cojones. The Arsenal, there's nice players in there. You like them.
Yeah.
Saka is a darling. Emile Smith-Rowe. Even Xhaka.
Yeah.
Is his redemption matches Arsenal. Suddenly, the Xhaka's going, wow, you've channeled that aggression.
Yeah.
You're a leader.
In the right way.
In the back, they got strong defenders.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Goalkeeper, I think, he should be
England's number one.
I don't want to... Ramsdale must be England number one.
Easily.
Right? And then you go adding Gabriel Jesus.
Odegaard.
Forget about Odegaard. You know what I'm saying?
Saliba.
Martinelli, right through that squad are nice players. Pace to
and
burn.
They're good on the ball. They're sure. Yeah.
And a plan.
Exactly.
Does the squad last the distance though?
We'll see. Only time will tell.
But I do sense there is very much a passing of the baton here of like Arsenal are up and they're passing Liverpool on the way. And they're kind of going, we're going to do what you did, lose the title on the last day of the season and multiple Champions League finals.
That's progress.
I just haven't seen, I don't want to say I haven't seen it, but the inconsistency from Liverpool lately has been quite shocking.
No, I don't think it's shocking.
I don't think it's shocking.
I don't think it's shocking.
But it's what we're talking about, the wear and tear. The grind. Like Salah must be like, oh God.
Why would you be shocked when you build a squad? Van Dijk doesn't get better.
Yes,
right?
that's the ceiling.
True.
He doesn't get better from
Salah
here.
as well.
He'll level out. He doesn't get better. Okay, Robertson doesn't get better. Henderson, Fabinho, Salah,
Matip.
These guys.
Thiago.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Their level is high.
It's through the charts.
It doesn't get better. Arsenal get better.
Yes.
Okay. This is what we're talking about. And to that inconsistency, suddenly you're picking up injuries. You're not playing 5-6 games with the same team. You're playing 2 games. And I know Liverpool supporters use the injuries a lot. There's something to it.
Always.
But when you got
Everybody
an old
gets
squad
injured.
that runs a lot, you're going to get injured a
That
lot.
plays high tempo football like that.
For years. You know, it's natural. It's going to happen. So there's definitely these 2 teams passing on the way. I'm going to look forward to that. That is on Sunday, 5:30. United's playing 8 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah. We're at Goodison, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I want to go to Ryan. We had a bit of an existential crisis. You guys get a gimme this weekend. Harry Potter. Are you still Potter out? Are you still Potter out, Ryan?
You know, I've had a couple Twitter wars with people over the last week.
Tours, sorry, Bonang.
Because before the Champions League game, for the last Premier League game, I posted up tweets and I said, listen, because the thing is, right, I still label Conor Gallagher. That goal saved Potter's career.
What, 2 games in? Come on.
No.
What?
Can I tell you what? The fans were pissed already. I still wasn't happy. The fact that Potter's still there. Like, I was so hacked watching them play. And we were playing average football.
I did not realize his Champions League game was his first
on the
home
90th
game.
minute. Yes, that's why he's had 100% consistency, Paolo.
But he's
1 for 1.
Okay.
No, he's not.
2.
Well, he drew his first game.
So
His first game was a Champions League game.
his first home game was a Champions League game, yeah. A month after he's been appointed, something silly like that. It's weird schedule. And there's games under threat because of bus and train strikes.
You got lucky that good old Lizzie kicked the bucket because they were supposed to play Liverpool.
So let's go to Ryan about the Conor Gallagher, right?
Yes.
But Conor Gallagher, okay, sure, saved the game in the end. But you got to be happy that Aubameyang scores. Got to be.
No.
You got to be happy that you come from behind. And you got to be happy that the guy you put on to change the game wins the game for you.
Yeah.
Right? As Potter, that's all you can do. You got to be happy in the Champions League. And by the way, Potter's gone down Savile Row. The boy is looking
sharpish.
Thirst trap.
Sharpish. That's that Chelsea money.
That's what Chelsea money will do.
Jeez, boys.
West London, you know the seats there.
When he's down in
Forget
Brighton.
West London. That's American money, boys.
No, it's West
man,
London.
That's West London, man.
That's Todd Bowie.
When he was down in
stretching it
Brighton,
out.
he had the surfer boy, down there by the beach. He had the surfer boy, like a little bit, scraggly beard, windswept hair. He's in London. The boy's wearing polo necks, fitted suits. Like that beard was sharp, man.
And also,
that's Moroccan barber shop.
Exactly. And do not, I think...
Hakim
Ziyech. Yeah, exactly. He took him to sports. Yeah, I said, bro, listen, I'm going to hook you up. Don't worry.
We're going to switch you out, buddy.
Exactly.
Let's go, buddy.
But also, I think also, AC Milan coming through. And the AC Milan coach, he's sharpish as well.
I like that, man. I love a bald man in white sneakers.
Oh, suave.
I love it. I love a man who does the whole blazers and sneakers thing. So, Ryan, what does Potter have to do? The guy's winning games, bro. He's playing good ball. He's putting Conor Gallagher in. You can't hate that.
I know. It's the one thing that is irritating me because I just don't like his starting lineups just seem the same as Tuchel. Like
But what's he going to do after 2 games?
What can he do?
What's he going to do after 2 games?
I get he's trying to play around but I don't know. We'll see. He's winning, but I'll give him another 2 or 3 games just to see. But the thing is, we're on this train now, and now we have to run with it. I was still tweeting PotterOut on the weekend. I was not happy. I miss Tuchel in the squad because I tell you what, if Gallagher didn't score that goal, all hell would have broken loose on Chelsea.
Yeah, but
we needed that win. It was literally I watched so many videos that said we need 3 points or he's out.
I think you got to strap in, Ryan. If you don't like Potter, I think you got to strap in because
this is what we have to do.
He's Bowley's boy. And Bowley is going to give that boy, I'm telling you, anything he can. I even think missing the Champions League, Potter stays. And I think Bowley gives him two full seasons. I think you got to strap in. I think you got to strap in.
He's, I'm enjoying that he's still playing the younger players. Like we're seeing a little more Fofana. He needs a little more.
Goddamn,
but also
play your £100 million player.
No, I know. Well, I mean, look at Casemiro. The man's he's barely played.
Casemiro out of this.
He loves us.
puppy weight.
So it's nice. It's not. I know he's still experimenting, and it's nice to see that the players are still
But also now as well.
trying out the different.
But also now,
positions.
new manager, people that weren't getting a chance. I mean, it's a new lease on life. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing. Gallagher's turning into a star now. Have you seen this?
Oh, he was always
Mason
a
Mount's
star.
been. No, well,
He was always a star.
Keeper Balaga.
yeah, I know.
He's
well,
doing a decent job in
No,
goal.
he is.
Gallagher
He is.
was Chelsea's best midfielder last season, and he was playing in Crystal Palace.
Absolutely.
Gallagher is stardust. If you cannot build a midfield, I know you got Mason Mount there and the rest of it. If you cannot make Gallagher your guy,
Well, thank
you-
God
you're
Mason
missing out
Mount
there.
started, attempting to score on the weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Did he score? And I know there was one that was missed. At the AC game I was watching.
I don't know.
Can't remember if he scored.
Ryan Sterling, what's your feels on him, man?
I
I'm
like Sterling.
not,
He's an opportunist.
Not setting the world alight. Not what we expected. Thought it was going to be his team.
I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he was gonna be Chelsea's best goal scorer, but he's definitely there. He is taking. He's doing what he used to do at City. He's there. He's getting the ball close to the goal. He's taking the shots, and he's not
He's
scared.
trying though.
He's trying.
But also, you must remember he's playing in a totally different system now.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of change.
and
Lots of
and,
change.
and the players have to adapt to this change as well.
Listen, man, I think you guys got a gem in Potter. I think it's the most joined up appointment Chelsea have made in a long time. It's an appointment for the future. And like I said,
It's for stability, yeah.
you know,
And
exactly.
ushering the young,
That-
because the older players, like, you won't get that respect from them, like, because they'll be like, "Oh, what have you done?"
Who are you? Yeah, exactly.
But, like, youngsters.
They're gonna, you show a player, he makes you better, you get incrementally better, you start playing for your national team. If Conor Gallagher, gets rewarded with an England place thanks to Potter playing him and the way he
Exactly.
plays, that guy's going to run through brick walls for you, and it's going to go for fun and the same thing. Suddenly for finding breaks into the French side, those guys are going to run through walls, and other players are going to go, well, he makes me better. And I do still think it goes back to the thing is Chelsea have always made appointments to win, not to be loved.
When in the not too distant future.
Right. And we had, the team that Ryan, we even referenced, is that, Chelsea's most dominant team in the Premier League is the one who didn't concede 15 goals. They've not had that team that people love, right, who admire the football. And I really think Potter's going to be the guy who will bring that.
One thing I did see after I think it was the AC game, was he did shake every
It's
player's
Milan.
hand. Yeah.
Inter's Inter, Milan's
It's
Milan.
Inter.
Yeah,
it's
well, I'm saying he took the time to shake every player's hand
Sure.
after the game, which I can respect. I was like, he didn't just march on, and
Yeah.
so I don't know. We'll see. We are getting the points, and
He's going to win. I'm telling you now, Ryan right now has got a Eminem album cover tattoo on his arm. Kamikaze.
Just
I'm
like
te-
Chelsea.
There is space on that right forearm for
I love Potter.
I love Potter.
no.
Gryffindor.
We'll never get that far.
But don't commit to it being like which Potter. Because then it could be Harry Potter, it could be Beatrice Potter.
Exactly.
Like it could, you really. So just put I love Potter. You can then fix it I love Pot. Like it's universal, but I'm telling you within 18 months,
Absolutely.
I love Potter on that right forearm. You guys get a gimme this week because Wolves, managerless Wolves.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's no one at the home.
What a mess. Listen, there's a lot of Portuguese players. There's so much potential at Wolves, but
Aren't we playing them this weekend?
you guys are playing them at home, so you get a gimme. Julian Lopetegui, apparently on his way there.
Oh yes.
Other standout matches for this weekend: nice London derby, West Ham versus Fulham, United playing Everton. That's going to be a hell of a hard game. That is going to be not another easy game for United. Frank Lampard's kind of getting it right.
Yeah.
He's making them hard to beat, making them a bit more resilient, getting a tune out of Iwobi. Dreadlocks are still way too long. Iwobi's dreadlocks are still way too long for a footballer. And Brighton playing against Tottenham, who are a bit disappointing. They're gonna ruin me on my claim that they're gonna split Liverpool and City, and then City playing Southampton. Oh, that's gonna be
9.
what are we talking about? City at home
It's
against
target
Southampton.
practice, essentially.
Honestly. Yeah.
What are we calling that game now?
Huh?
What do we? Is this the weekend you triple captain Haaland?
was last
we're calling it
weekend.
Parental advisory.
That
was
is,
last weekend.
yeah. Don't let your children watch that. That is going to be
But
brutal.
also, people shouldn't be surprised if Haaland goes cold tomorrow or whenever they're playing. It's bound to happen.
I'm waiting for them to he plays 20 minets and then he comes off for a break and then
after scoring 6.
Yeah, he puts 2 in the back of the net and then Pep's like, you know what? Let's let the young lads have a chance.
But City are comfortable in their Champions League. They're through, right?
Yeah,
so
basically.
you're either going to go when they're going to rest him. They took him off early. He only played half the game, so he definitely plays. Yeah, he's definitely not going to play the next Champions League game. City don't need to do that.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be brutal. Here's an interesting thought on Haaland, right? So there's a school of thought that goes, what's scary about this is that Haaland's in such form now, you're going to hit November and suddenly that dude's got a month break while everyone's playing football. You come back to the Premier League and Ivan Drago has had a month off.
Ivan Do.
And he's going to be fresh as hell.
Oh, and coming back after Boxing Day and everybody's jet lagged and tired from the World Cup.
Alternatively,
let it up.
Alternatively, what if a month of no football takes him off his game? Or am I clutching at straws here?
No, you're clutching at straws. But do you know what he's going to go do? He's going to go do warm training in Dubai. You know.
Have you ever seen that scene in Rocky with Ivan Drago where they show him like training in that cryogenic lab?
Oh, in the cryogenic lab. Have you seen in Creed? With his son, how he trains his son.
That is Alfie is taking Erling and they're training exactly like that while everyone's at the World Cup.
I saw something very funny. I'm just looking for this. It's about Haaland. Oh, you're gonna laugh.
We're gonna have a lull. So while Senzo looks for that fantasy league, let's wrap up on fantasy. Any other matches that caught your attention this week in Champions League? What? Why are we even bothering with the Champions League? I know United aren't in it, so it seems bitter. But honestly, it's just not interesting.
Not yet. I think it'll get
stages, man. Like surely, I know they're changing the format to kind of address it, but man, I get like, what is the point of it? Especially in this way that the games on top of each other. Yeah. It's like, it's just. I'm
enjoying midweek football because it gives me something to do at night. Gives me something to watch. But yeah, I just want to talk about Aston Villa.
Oh, okay. Geez, let's bring it up. Okay, let's give it Aston Villa mensch.
And I don't want to be this guy, but I haven't heard anyone else address this. How much longer Stevie G got in that club?
Thank you. I thought we were going to close up the show. Now, that's an interesting game. Monday evening, Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, clash of the European champions. Both teams with 2 European Cups. Ryan, did you know that?
I didn't know that.
They've got 2 each.
2 each? They've got 4.
They got 4. I'm telling you, they got 2 each.
Either way, it's more than London put together.
Forest defended.
Yes, with Brian Clough.
Villa. Okay, maybe it's 3. But Ryan, did you know this? Are we schooling you?
You're kind of schooling me.
Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa both have. Nottingham Forest has got 2 European Cups.
And they defended. They went back to back.
Sure. With a squad of like 14 players back in the day. Like, listen, that's when you're playing like
Milkman.
Oh, is this before the 16 players they bought now?
Yeah, well, yeah, and then Aston Villa, and I think it was all back to back. I think there were 5 years English clubs won. It was Nottingham Forest 1-2, then Liverpool 1-2, then Villa, something like that. But yeah, both teams have got European Cups more than Arsenal.
Yeah,
more than Tottenham,
more than the North London put together.
How about that?
So they're so humble, hey?
So. That's an interesting thing there. Nottingham Forest.
Losing it all.
Let's get to Aston Villa. Stevie G comes in and everyone goes, oh my God, this guy's the next. He's the thing. He's going to do it. And not just that, he's Liverpool's incumbent. I mean, it's just a waiting game.
Lady in waiting.
Like he's just going to walk in again. The whole fucking misguided claptrap of that's followed Steven Gerrard his whole career is in a manager, but he's stinking up the place. You're good to bring that up, Ryan. How long does he have left?
It's just 14, so painful to watch Aston Villa play because they try so hard. And you bring someone like Coutinho, who used to be a god in Liverpool.
Guys, I called Coutinho.
No, you did.
He
Fraud.
played last season because he wanted that contract, got that contract nice, keeping his powder dry, hoping to get back into Brazil. I think he's smoking his socks.
It's just, it's so hard to watch. And I'm just thinking, like with all the managers being sacked at the moment. I mean, Wolves last week, Potter's come in with Tuchel about a month ago. It's like Stevie G's surely got to be. He's got to be worried. That's got to be sitting
Of
in the back
course.
of his mind. Like,
Senzo, you can't
how
just
many
give
more
the guy a
games?
year, though. I mean, he's hardly been there. He hasn't been a full year. He hasn't
Yeah.
been a full season. You've got to give him. You've got to give him a full
how
season.
long do you give him?
You got to give him a full season.
But
Yeah.
even after the season, he's not getting back from this.
No, that's.
But he's still 14. Then it's still early days. So
And there are. Listen, I think Nottingham Forest are completely gone, and I think Southampton go this season as well. Do Villa go down? Who knows? But listen, Stevie G. I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see what he's gonna do.
so
And Villa got lots of money.
back to Villa's European honours. 1 European / UEFA Champions League 1981-82. Then the European Super Cup.
Okay.
Then the Toto Cup. But it's still one more than North London combined.
Still one more. So Aston Villa European champions. It kind of gets forgotten. I feel bad for them
Yeah.
because I mean it's a hell of an achievement. And
It is.
Nottingham Forest and Villa. Okay, Villa kind of from Birmingham, but I mean they're not from major cities, like you say. It's not London we're talking about. These are provincial kind of towns.
But mind
and
you-
Birmingham was back then. It was only recently kind of
but Birmingham is the second most populous city in England.
But when they won it, they weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't. It wasn't that big a.
also want to live in the Midlands.
All right, it's a place you go to get to It's a place you go to get to Manchester
Yeah.
from London.
Yeah.
Have I
Just
got my
off the
geography
M6.
right? Have I got my geography
Yeah.
right? Okay. So Ryan thinks Stevie G is out of Villa. I don't think that's
Nah.
a bad shout.
Yeah.
No, I think you got to give the
give him
guy a
time.
season. A full. He came in halfway last year. He's got his own players. No, listen, he's not done anything interesting.
Yeah,
But
well,
he's not interesting. He's not.
No.
He's not interesting.
I'm just proud to play for my country.
You know. I mean, hates Phil Collins or Puncher Man or Puncher Man if you play Susudio.
Oh man,
Okay, let's have a look at our fantasy league teams, guys. Ryan,
yes.
do you know that Senzo does not have Haaland? He's backing Kane because his team's named after Kane. This guy does not have Haaland.
If you haven't got Haaland by now, Senzo, I don't even know if you're watching the football.
No,
or-
no. Listen, for me, it's a principle thing. Harry Kane.
Oh man, like we said,
Haaland's been giving me half my points lately.
like everybody.
Just last weekend,
And also, he hurt me.
He has
So,
46 points as a captain last week.
46 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
just as a captain. So if you triple captained him,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
crazy.
What's this guy? You wait for the double game weeks to triple captain. But I mean, by then, City are probably going to win the league by February.
honestly.
At this rate. Okay, is there anything happening in anyone's fantasy league teams? What are you guys trying this
Oh, I've
weekend?
changed.
I'm actually.
Senzo went big. Senzo changed his whole team. Did you free hit it? Did you?
I
What?
free hit it.
He free hit it.
I'm doing wild card
Wild card.
because I figured it's 8 more weeks until the World Cup, and then they're gonna give us another one.
Not a bad thought. And they normally give you one after the transfer window.
Give you one off the transfer window. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do my wild card now, only because Mitrovic is injured.
Oh, bro, he's broken, eh?
So
Yeah, I think the
He's
Mitrovic train has
slowed
the
down.
train has sailed.
yeah, Saint Maxima also
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I put Gordon in, but he didn't do anything interesting last week. But
You change your team every week, eh?
I make my one or two changes, and so I'm trying to find a way to bring Aubameyang in because I think he could be a consistent goal scorer. I used to have
He's
him
tried
in.
and tested.
I used to have him in when he was with Arsenal,
And
and he was quite consistent. Yeah. So I want
And he
to.
works hard.
No, he
Like he
does.
defends.
When he's motivated, yeah.
Yeah, when
And
he's not in his
he's
goal.
a young 9
Hey,
million.
listen, he's got no Barcelona to go back to, so he's got to make.
This is last chance.
He's not on permanent right at Chelsea, is he?
2 years.
2-year loan. Oh, okay, that's one.
But it's with option to. Isn't it with option to buy?
Yeah, it is.
But he's on loan. He's not.
But also, he's go back to Barca to
No, he's not going
left
back.
bench
No, forget it. He's
for
not. He's not.
Lewandowski.
Yeah.
He's
it's
not even
true.
getting on the bench at
Yeah,
Barcelona.
exactly.
Aubameyang's not even getting on Barcelona's bench. What are you talking
So,
about?
Yeah, no, he's gonna get a Chelsea.
have you heard my
tattoo
team?
soon.
Exactly.
Okay,
my-
so Ryan's trying to get Aubameyang. Let's hear about
Yeah, so
Senzo.
what are you doing?
So, keeper De Gea, because keeper's just keeper, I'm over it.
But on that, why not get a cheaper keeper?
Yeah,
No, but De Gea makes saves as well.
No, he doesn't.
No, he'll concede, but
Not
he'll...
at this rate.
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Brutally.
the back three, Joao Cancelo, Reece James, Ruben Diaz.
Oh, that's good.
And then
Are you sure Diaz is going to play though? Because with the way Pep takes him in and out.
he's got the most passes in the Premier League this season.
No, but I'm saying, will he start on the
Most
weekend?
likely.
Because he didn't start last weekend.
Most likely.
I hope so.
And then I've got in my midfield Bentancur, Saka, Rashford, who's listed as a midfielder, De Bruyne, then front three, Harry Kane captain, Jesus, Welbeck.
Can I just ask why Reece James isn't in there?
He's got him. He's got him.
Oh, he is. Oh,
in the
sorry.
back three.
Wait, who's your fourth? Who's sitting sub on the bench
On the bench.
for your defense?
Davinson Sanchez, Tompkins, just nobodies.
Yeah.
I see.
No, but this team is
Paperweights.
solid though.
Paperweights. I think what's interesting there is he doesn't have Haaland, but he's got De Bruyne, and I think very few people can have the two of them together.
Yeah, because they're so expensive. But
Yeah,
I mean, he gets the assists.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go. So that's fine. It's probably making up for it there.
I've got Trippier at the back because I brought
Nice.
him in. He's really, really good.
Takes free kicks as well, and he can defend.
Van Dijk, I'm taking out. I'm sorry.
Also, they're playing
Useless.
Arsenal.
Huh?
Also, they're playing Arsenal.
Yeah.
And Jesus is just going to be like, ooh.
And then I got James. And then I got Martinelli,
Mm-hmm.
Luis Diaz, who I think I'm contemplating taking out. I don't know if he's just. I don't know.
He
if
might
he's
not even start because Jota's also back.
Yeah, this is the thing. And then I got Gordon,
Yeah.
which when he does score for Everton is pretty good. And then I've got Sterling, but I have a feeling I'm going to take Sterling out to try to get Orba in. I don't know if that's a good. I'm gonna gamble on it only because I think Orba's up front.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think you got to go for that. And Sterling's a lot of money.
Yeah, Sterling's
As
10
well.
mil. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I thought,
Orba's
I
9.
thought it was more.
But like for me, not getting Haaland, I mean, I've got Rashford,
Yeah.
I got Saka, I got Kane, I got Jesus.
But will Rashford score?
He's in form.
he's
I
in
mean,
form.
I'm looking at my side to go, how can I get Rashford in? Mitrovic, that's
And
kind of gone.
he's cheap.
And he is cheap. And the thing about Rashford is he's a midfielder. He's in the game as a midfielder, but
Yeah.
he plays up front. Martial. We know Martial scores in patches. You know, when Martial's hot, you got to go in for Martial.
And I think Ten Hag's going to start him.
What's that
Yes,
price worth?
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to weigh it up.
Is it worth taking a cheeky on Martial? Right.
What's your team looking like?
I
Can I
don't have it in
just
front.
tell you-
I do have Gordon. I think he's definitely going to play well against United. He's just one of those players that does play well against us. I've got a very similar midfield to you guys. I still have Trent in there, despite everything that I say. The guy,
He's 7.5 million.
he is. It's a lot of money.
So much money.
But again, he is playing away from home. So I think it's time to move him on. I am looking at getting Rashford in. Of course, I've got Haaland, Jesus up front, Martinelli.
Can I tell you how you
as
save
well.
money? This is a player I think everyone's sleeping on in terms of on FPL. Is Fofana. 4.4 million.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy.
I mean, he's decent for 4.4. He's starting.
Yeah, okay. And Chelsea will keep clean sheets. So it's
Chelsea
not
will keep clean sheets. He's got Reece
no.
James to back him up there.
Yep.
So just if you want to save money, pro tip, bring Fofana in.
This is the part of the season, though. I mean, I think when you started the season off, the teams were like you could go with like a lot of players from different teams. It's a time of the season now where the cream's rising to the top. It's like the good players have settled. The smaller guys are kind of like, we had a run. Now we got to get points on the board. And we've got to stop being expressive and just right. Are you noticing that? Because earlier in the season there were lots of interesting choices around Leeds and West Ham and Newcastle. You could like play around a little bit, but now I think it's getting to a part of the season. It's like, oh, okay, we don't want to lose ground. Let's just churn out the 1-0s. Let's figure it out, and you're getting your value from the big teams.
Do you bring Gallagher in?
No.
Not yet.
Gallagher was a great player at Palace, a great option there. Palace pissed me off because they're full of players like Eze and Zaha and Olise. I mean, they like all phenomenal players, but none of them are consistent. Zaha is a player that I will pick him, then he'll go on a run 3-4 games, not do anything. I drop him, then he scores like 2 hat-tricks in a row. He always irritates me. That's why Gallagher was nice, because he's just solid and consistent. I'm still persevering with Dean Henderson in goals. For the point that he gets a lot of shots, he makes a lot of saves, but not so much anymore. And this is why we're Nottingham Forest. It's not related to Fantasy League. Let's just talk about how Jesse Lingard, we all saw it coming.
Yeah.
What
Fraud.
a fraud he is. Don't worry, guys. We lost 4-5-0. Can I do a TikTok? Can I do a TikTok dance? Make you guys happy.
And give me
Lionel
double my
Jesse.
pay. Give me double my pay.
What a clown of a person. What an absolute
180,000 pounds
charlatan.
a week.
To go to Nottingham Forest, my guy.
I feel like you're just stealing money at that point.
What did he ever expect? Because, it's the whole thing. They're going to be so enamored to have me. No one's going to tell me shit. I can do what I want. If I'm going to go to West Ham, David Moyes is going to discipline me. I'm going to go to Newcastle. The expectation is going to be huge, right? Let me go to Forest. No one's going to give me a jot of trouble, and I can just coast. I'm going to get my manager fired. The manager's getting fired in Nottingham Forest, which is wrong. I mean, they got that Greek billionaire putting money in, and he's going to lose patience.
Hemorrhaging money.
It's like, I just bought you a whole new squad, which is in itself the problem.
Have you seen the economy in Greece?
Because of guys like him, you dare say. I mean, let's do the reading. Do the reading.
Honestly.
About those Portugal, Spain, Greece, Italy, why are they in so much shit.
By the way, how is your Portuguese team doing?
You know what? So what the guys are talking about is I created a team of Premier League players, only Portuguese, all the Portuguese players in the Premier League. You can build quite a stacked squad in there.
Honestly.
Are they all Wolves?
Well, you can't because, yes, they're all at Wolves, but you can only take 3. So I can't imagine doing well because Wolves aren't scoring goals. Jota hasn't been playing. Ronaldo's not been scoring. Bruno's not really been putting points on the board. So other than Joao Cancelo and Ruben Dias, and I lost the password, so I can't check. Oh. But I can only guess it's probably not doing as well as you'd think because the guys haven't been playing. So that is us. This is Working Title FC, boys. Is there anything you want to add before we wrap this up and take ourselves into the weekend?
I don't know. I'm hoping for a Chelsea W. Let's just see what Potter can do now. Because now we're on this train. And I was complaining last week.
You're playing Wolves. What are you so worried about?
I'm not worried about that.
Fuck, you're playing Wolves. Senzo?
We'll see.
Hey, listen, Senzo and I are getting to the Redeem Team. What? The
Redeem Team.
Redeem Team this weekend. Check that out. This is Working Title FC. Tell a friend, share it with a friend. All the good things. Thanks for joining me, gents.
Thank you.